Yo, what up? It's your boy Broadway Joel. I'm on 150th and Broadway, and I'm about to ask the people, who's better, Jay or Nas? Let's see what the people got to say.
All right. Hold on, I'm on TV. You on TV?
All right. First, what's your name? Where you from?
My name is Blackstar Millie. I'm from Harlem, the Hill.
All right. So the question I'm asking is, who's better, Jay-Z or Nas?
Jay-Z.
Why?
I feel like Jay-Z's better because he puts his punchlines together, his metaphors, and he talk what I want to hear, basically like that swag rap. I don't really want to hear a lot of, even though it's not bad, conscious rap is not bad. Don't get it twisted. But Jay,
you ain't hear some gangster shit.
Not gangster, but you know that shit. That politics is usual wild type. You know what I'm saying?
All right. So what's better, Illmatic or Reasonable Doubt?
Reasonable Doubt.
Oh, so you go. All right.
I'm all the way Jay-Z.
All right, so all right, take over Ether. That's the last question. Take over Ether.
Ether was better.
Ether? All right, so you're giving it to Nas on that one.
Yeah.
All right, so shout out your handle, man.
My name Blackstar Millie, man. You know what it is, man. Hold on, let me get a picture with my boy right here. On the Grizzly Road for Ed.
Yo, what's your Instagram? What's your Instagram?
My joint Flea.com. Instagram.
Flea.com. Follow the brother, man. He an up and coming artist.
Up and coming, you know that. Hold on, let me. Hold on.
So what's your name and where you from?
All right. So my name is Trina. I'm from Harlem, Brooklyn, Bronx. I'm global.
Yeah, all boroughs. All right.
Except for Staten Island.
All right. So the question I'm asking people is, who's better, Jay-Z or Nas?
Personally, I think they're in two different categories, but if I had to choose, I personally would choose Jay-Z just because I feel like he's like one of my favorite rappers. But they're not on the same level though.
They in the same category.
I don't think so.
No, why not? Why you don't think that?
Because I feel like Nas is more deep, you know, like more streetwise, you know, like informing people. I feel like Jay-Z is more trying to help the youth, you know, understand that credit is like basically.
Well, that's a new Jay. Before he was flipping bricks and his, you know,
yeah,
he lost 98 bricks.
And all that, yeah.
Lost 98 bricks. How to get it all back?
You know. Yeah. So.
All right. So how about this? Who had the better debut album? Jay-Z with Reasonable Doubt or Nas with Illmatic?
That's a tough question right there. Let me see. See again, I'm gonna go with Jay-Z.
Yeah, you like Reasonable Doubt better?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Nas.
What's your favorite song of Reasonable Doubt?
Oh, I can't name one off the top of the dome.
Can I Live? The Evils?
Can I Live?
22 Twos? All right. So last question is,
all right.
Who had a better diss song? Nas with Ether or Jay-Z with Takeover?
Ether.
Ether? You thought Nas got it?
Yeah.
Why Nas?
Because a lot of people remix that.
The beat is hard.
Yeah. Feel me? You can't. I'm sorry, Jay-Z.
He gonna see that. I'm gonna send this to him.
Oh, wow.
All right. Well, thank you so much for your time.
All right, you're welcome.
So what's up, guys? As you guys saw, I was on 150th and Broadway. I interviewed people and I asked who's better, Jay-Z or Nas. Now, for me, the answer is, I think Jay-Z's better. Like, and some of my friends who I grew up with, they're like bugging out right now, probably listening to this. Because growing up, I've always said Nas was better, but you gotta remember, I was young at the time. When they battled, I was like 11, 12 years old. So like a lot of the lyrics what I would listen to from Nas and Jay-Z, I felt like they were both good, and I knew there was quality in both, but I just identified more with Nas at the time because I didn't get the Jay-Z lyrics because I was so young. They were over my head. A lot of things didn't make sense. I know a lot about like the street culture at the time and how it works and the language he was kind of using and metaphors. And so growing up, I've always stuck to my guns and said Nas is better. But recently, I want to say within the last 4 or 5 years, like I really dug into to Jay-Z's catalog, like I did Nas' catalog throughout my whole life, and it's not even close, to be honest with you. It's not even close. Who's had a better career, and yeah, Jay-Z's so much better to me. They're in the same category as far as like both legendary rappers, but I feel like Jay-Z is so much better, and I feel like there's like a lot of hidden gems, like American Gangster. There's this podcaster His name was Tax Stone. The first time I seen an interview with him say that that's his favorite Jay-Z album. And I was like, huh? And I don't really listen to movie soundtracks because, like, they're movie soundtracks, but I didn't really know that it was only Jay-Z on that album. So I got to listen to it, and man, it was amazing, amazing album. Like, and I was like, wow, like, this is something I missed out on. So this is part of his catalog that I wasn't even looking into or taking into consideration. So there we go. Jay-Z's better. As far as who had a better debut album, again, like I said, I think Jay-Z is better than Nas, not even close. I think Illmatic is better than Reasonable Doubt, and it's not even close. Like, I feel like Illmatic is a perfect album. Like, it's 9 songs. It's 10 if you include the intro. So the only time you're really pressing skip is on the intro. Everything else is just an amazing album. It's a perfect album. And as far as a Reasonable Doubt, it's an amazing album. But there's a few songs on it that I press skip. The one with him and I believe it's Foxy. There's a couple on it, like, not necessarily. It's still a classic album, still like legendary. 5 mics, if I were to give it a rating, but it's not better than Illmatic. That's just my opinion. As far as what's better, Takeover or Ether. At the time when it came out, I thought Ether was better. Now, again, I'm older now. Like, I know some of the lyrics when he's talking about, you know, how he didn't get paid for his publishing, and the first time he showed him a tech, you know, like, and then he made a song about it. It was just like real personal, real stuff, like stuff that actually really happened. I'm still don't know who's better, but honestly, I would have to give it an Ether only because he won the moment. When in the battle, you win the moment, you know. It's not about like 4 or 5 years later you realize, well, in this case, 10, 15 years later, you realize he's better. It's like, you know, when you battling somebody, you get the decision right there, and the decision from everybody, including myself at the time, little 11-year-old me, was that Ether was better. So I would have to give it to Ether. So, but yeah, overall, I think Jay-Z is a better rapper, and the proof is in the pudding. You know, way more album sales, you know, and way more relevancy as of right now, you know. But oh yeah, so check out my the rest of my videos on my Instagram. Definitely like, comment, subscribe, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram, Broadway Joel. Follow me on Twitter, Broadway Joel with the number 2. Peace.